That's right, we are back. It is day 4 of NAMM 2019. My name is Florentino. I'm the CEO of EnterTalk, also the host of Changing Stage Show. And it's been a killer NAMM for us. We just had Victor Wooten, and one of my all-time favorite bands, and the guy who lays the groove down for Earth, Wind & Fire, Ralph Johnson, folks. Say hi to everybody here on Caffeine TV, Ralph.
Is that what you call it, Caffeine TV?
Well, we're EnterTalk, and we broadcast on Caffeine TV.
Caffeine TV, hello, good day.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Caffeine TV, just so everyone knows, Caffeine TV is the next generation of live streaming. It's a way for people to socially interact with the people that mean the most to them. So we are here talking with Ralph Johnson from Earth, Wind & Fire, and Ralph has been hanging out with the folks over at DW.
DW, that's the kid I play.
Yes.
Love those drums, love them.
John Good, we'll give a shout out, not because his wife is here, Esther
Well,
Good.
no, shout out to Esther Good over here, John's wife, indeed, yes.
But just an amazing artist, you know, with drums. What has John designed for you? Let's just jump into that before we jump into our fun time with you.
Well, I've got a couple of sets. One is my little, what I call my little jazz kit, and then I have a much bigger kit. But the first kit he gave me was the Veneers Olive Ash Burl, which is a beautiful set with this like really incredible paint job. The second kit is Pecan of all woods. The Veneers Pecan. It's a really beautiful set.
Now you're making me hungry, though.
Yeah, right.
I love pecans, though.
You know, but John is a thinker. He's highly creative, always looking for the new wood. You know, he travels all over the world.
Yeah.
Looking for wood.
So have you been with him on one of these excursions?
No, I haven't. I'm waiting to be invited.
Oh, there you go. Good segue.
But no,
when you're
you
on the spot right now.
when you go to the factory, man, it's just he can show you just tons and tons of all this exotic wood that he uses for the drums, and then it's just they're incredible looking sets. And this year, they've found some almond wood. You have to see this set over DW. It's almond, and it's a beautiful looking set. And then
now, how does that when you're talking to John, you're saying this is the tone, this is my sound, this is the Ralph Johnson.
Well, you know what? Interesting story about John. John used to be our drum tech.
Yeah.
Back around 1980.
He used to with J.R. Robinson, who does a show on our network.
Okay.
So yeah.
And so John knows what the sound is.
Yeah, he
does.
know,
and he knows the sound of Earth, Wind, and Fire. But this year, along with the almond drum set, they're debuting the Earth, Wind, and Fire snare drum.
Really?
Which is a beautiful snare.
I did not know that. That
yes,
is awesome.
You got to check it out.
So tell me what defines the snare drum of Ralph Johnson?
Well, you know
Which is
what?
the sound of the drums for Earth, Wind & Fire.
Well, yeah. This one is 5.5 by 14, I believe it is.
Okay.
And the graphics on it are incredible. It's got the Phoenix and the Earth, Wind, and Fire logo. And the interesting thing is, it's not paint and it's not decal. It's all inlaid wood. If you see the snare up close, all the phoenixes that go around the drum are inlaid wood. It's a beautiful snare.
Wow.
You know,
We're gonna have to have them when we. Right now we're broadcasting live. We'll be also archiving on EnterTalk, Radio's or Media's Facebook page. But we'll put some pictures up of this. You know,
please do.
So we're gonna have to have John give us some pictures of this beauty, so we can include it into the to the segment here. So with that said, you guys have been touring a lot. We were talking during the break that you have a show coming up over here in Pachanga in the Temecula area.
That's going to be in March, yeah.
March.
But I auditioned for Earth, Wind, and Fire in December of 1971.
Wow.
So that's how far I go
how
back.
was that?
So now there's
how
only
was that
3.
experience for you?
Actually, it was pretty straightforward. As myself, Verdine, our current bass player, Maurice's brother, and the guitar player at that time was a gentleman by the name of Michael Beal.
Yeah.
And we just went up to his house and jammed, and then Verdine called Maurice and said, "So how did it work out?" You know, and Verdine said it was wonderful. You know, so that's when I entered the band. And then around later on in '72, we were signed to Columbia Records by Clive Davis.
Yeah.
And that started the climb. We had our first big hit in 1975 with Shining Star. And
great song, great
it just kept going from there. But still today, we're touring the world and still having a lot of fun. There are only 3 remaining original members, myself, Philip Bailey, and Verdine White.
Yeah.
You know.
And we also have a percussionist, John Paris, I grew up with John.
Oh,
back
did
in
you?
Northern California, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I seen his first gig with Karen White.
Karen White.
Singing "Hold Me" by Eddie in
Okay,
Minnesfield,
right.
and it was her
Yeah.
first gig.
Right.
It's funny. So that's how far back we go with John.
Yeah.
Somewhere he's running around here somewhere. He's going to be with us with. We're doing a cool show called Drummers High. First time we're announcing that, guys. Sabian, we're going to be doing this show. John Paris is going to be with us, and
Okay.
it's going to be amazing. And it's just it's incredible what's going on with these players.
I have to give a shout out to my other endorsers,
Yes. Yes, please.
Collado Sticks,
Yes.
and Peisty Cymbals.
Kelly.
Kelly, it's my girl.
She rocks it over there.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep. So I got a story I want to share with you. I don't even know if you know this story about Earth, Wind & Fire. So one of our show hosts is Aaron A. Trey Smith.
Okay.
He was the drummer for the Temptations during the 70s.
Wow.
And it was his first gig with the Temps. And I can't remember who he was talking to, one of the regular members. He said, "Who's that band on stage?" The band was opening up. He goes, "They're so cool. They're unique. They're different." And the guy goes, "I don't know. These guys dress crazy. They don't wear matching suits. They're never going to make it." It was Earth, Wind & Fire.
We were a little different back then. But you know what? That's what Maurice wanted. He wanted something different.
Yeah.
First off, he wanted a band that could play all genres of music. But he didn't want a band that was going to just stand still on stage.
With spirit, too, like talking about something real.
Yeah, you know. And so that's when we eventually we got with the choreographer by the name of George Faison,
Yeah.
who choreographed The Wiz on Broadway. And we brought him out to L.A. He started working with us and teaching us movement. And then we went to, we got Doug Henning.
Oh, the magician.
Yeah. For some special effects. And it was a good thing, man. And so today, that's what we keep incorporated in the show.
And you know, that's one thing I hope that the younger groups start to embrace a bit more of the magic of bringing showmanship into it. Not just the playing obviously there's none better with Earth, Wind & Fire, but also bringing about the showmanship, bringing about the idea of taking it to a whole entertainment level. It's an amazing experience, and that's what I've gotten from Earth, Wind & Fire shows.
Yeah, it's been quite a run. We're all over the world, and actually, if I may, we're going to be going into Vegas starting March the 20th.
The residency?
A residency at the Venetian Hotel.
Oh, that's gonna be...
We'll play 3 nights a week, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, starting on the 20th.
It'd be nice
from
to
the 20th to the 30th.
Stay in the same location. Now, some of our good friends from Chicago, we've had a lot of those guys on.
Yes.
You guys did a tour with them.
We did the Chicago Earth Wind package about 5 different times.
Yeah.
And it was a very successful package. People loved it. You know, those guys can really play, and you had 2 great horn bands on stage. And the way we worked it out, both bands would open together on stage. We do 2 or 3 numbers. Chicago would leave. We would do our show.
Yeah.
Chicago would come on and do their show, and then we would end the show together.
That's
usually with 25 or 6 to 4. You know?
I can only imagine how both massive bands get.
It's a massive sound. Incredible.
That is awesome.
You know, yes.
So, does Ralph do any other projects outside of Earth, Wind & Fire?
I do a lot of writing and producing.
Okay.
You know, matter of fact, last year I won an award for a piece I wrote. They're called the Hollywood Music and Media Awards, the HMMAs.
Yeah.
And I wrote this song with my songwriting partner, Marcel East, who's the younger brother of bassist Nathan East.
Yeah, Nathan, yeah. And James is the other brother.
Yes, and we wrote this song called Aura, Embrace Your Light, and I got Saida Garrett, who, as you know, wrote Man in the Mirror.
Man in the Mirror, and in her own incredible career.
Right, yes.
And just a spark plug. She's so funny.
So I do a lot of writing and production stuff outside of Earth, Wind & Fire.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, I know that you guys are going back. John's probably missing his lovely, lovely wife. I really appreciate you joining us here on EnterTalk.
Thank you for having me.
We got more to come, folks. Thank you, folks. If you get a chance, sign up to caffeine.tv. Get yourself an account. Start broadcasting through that network. Start engaging your audiences. This is a way for us to build a community together, one and the same. We have artists like Ralph Johnson on from Earth, Wind & Fire. We just had Victor Wooten. We appreciate all of you here. We appreciate all of you that are listening online. Stay tuned for more. This has been another episode of EnterTalk on Caffeine TV. Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.